Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Little Friends. Today is episode number 63, and actually today we're going to do some changes. What I'm about to say, what I'm about to do and talk about, of course, it's another train station that I built long time ago. You can see it already on the screen. This is how it looks like before. It looks really bad now because this was done like 2 years ago in City Skylines, and I really want to give it a really good, how should I say this, improvement, right? So I want to give it a really good looks. Let's have a look on the Google Earth right now, because this is Gare de Lyon, and this is the train station we are working on, we're actually reworking on, right? As you can see here, we have a bus station as well, which in my build was not there. And things are a bit different. As you can see here, cars can go up from this roof right onto the train trailer, where they are being loaded, as you can see, and of course being sent somewhere else in France. This is a big parking area which is already existing in my build, but the train station were not properly functioning, and now we are going to give them a small and nice fix. That being said, let's continue with the time lapse, and let's see how things will look like. But I'm gonna tell you from up front that due to amount of work, I had to choose what I want to show. So I'm not gonna show you how I'm just upgrading those roads, because it's an easy fix. I just changed the type of roads I've been using before, and now with the intersection marking tool, things are getting much easier. The bus station, it's super easy to do. I should have showed that, but hey, I didn't record it anymore. But I want to show you how I'm doing the changes for the train station, for the trailers and everything near the parking area. I'm gonna rebuild a portion of that building. You'll see what I'm talking about. Now, what I didn't find, or at least I couldn't find on the workshop, was a really nice train trailer that can carry cars. So, when you can't find something on the workshop, what do? Yes, you are building it itself. Well, at least I'm doing it. I'm building this with the procedural objects, of course. I plop down, easy, one trailer on the ground, and then the other one I just... I'm gonna change it by get rid of those wheels and anything else that's underneath the platform. So I can make like a secondary platform, but of course without wheels. That shouldn't go anywhere. And to make it more realistic, of course, we need to support this second platform somehow. So I was kind of thinking to add some metal beams. I was looking on the Google to find some ideas. So as you saw, I added those metal beams there. And I was adding some fences, and I was like, nah, I don't like those ones. I have to change them, and I changed them with different type of fences, of course, something like that, to make them like railings, metal railings. Then I added all those cars also as procedural objects, but I'm gonna change some of these cars, and the reason why I'm going to change them, well, pretty easy, and that is I want to have a, let's call that diversity. Yes, so it should be like diverse colors, and type of cars. So I'm gonna do some changes for those cars there. Another thing, I was like, okay, so I'm doing that. I've already upgraded all the rail tracks with the new rail tracks made by Revo, and I'm gonna use those over here. And then I had to take care of this building from here. This is the building where all the cars can get inside and on top of it, and this way the cars can be loaded into the trailers, into the train, right? Either on the ground platform, also on the top platform. So the easiest way to do so, is of course to take some measurements, but guys, don't get very crazy about it. Cars can't go up there, so it's not like completely functional. It's not functioning. I mean, the functionality of this trailer is zero. But because we have the new modules for procedural objects, I can make a car just move and make it look like the car itself is going on the platform. So I'm gonna do this with only one car, and it's just like a jiffy. It's nothing else. It's going to look like a jiffy. Oh boy. And here is the thing that I had some troubles finding a road that at the perfect height will not touch the how is it called, those ones, the beams, the metal beams with the power cables right from the tracks. Everything was touching them, like trains will go through those bridges. So I had to find a solution, and eventually I'm gonna upgrade these roads with the UK type of roads, one-way roads, and I'm gonna make those ones to be ground level E. So they will have to follow the ground level, but of course they will be somehow elevated. And because I have a mod that makes things look fine, they will not look wonky and ugly and having those black stains on top of them. So the roads will look fine, but if you make a road to be terrain conforming, not terrain conforming, to be ground leveled, they will have those pedestrian areas and they will look ugly. You'll see what I'm talking about as soon as you see it on the screen. So I will explain it then. But the building itself is going to be quite simple. Concrete everywhere, concrete pillars, concrete beams, concrete barriers. I'm just gonna retouch everything over here. I'm just gonna change these little gates and make them with procedural objects, and then color them a bit darker. I'm gonna add a wall, a concrete wall as well. Yeah, something like that. In the end, it's going to look way much better than previously. That is for sure. At the end of this time lapse, I'm gonna show you a before and after cinematic, so you guys can make a perfect comparison. You already saw the cinematic from the beginning, where you could see how the entire area looks like. So trust me, it's going to be a really good improvement. This is the place. Yes. So these roads have those pedestrian walkways. And those ones, they look very ugly because they are not bridges. They are just flat terrain, flat roads and elevated. So I'm gonna add manually some barriers, fenced barriers around them to just hide those ugly concrete pedestrian walkways. Over here, I'm adding another road inside this parking area, so I can actually bring cars on top of this roof. Some cars from time to time, they will actually do drive on top of this roof, but again, the functionality is zero. Only cars are driving over here only to get on top of that parking area from there. That's it. That's the only reason. So from time to time, we will see those cars. Now, I was thinking like, okay, we have a train which is almost full of cars. What about having a train having no cars on top, right? So like one, it's already full. We are going a second one. We're going to have a second one that will get cars on top, right? So I'm gonna empty the trailer with all those cars and just leave them there. Just leave it empty, so I can make that car going on top of it. So with the help of the procedural object mod. Now, to make the area look very safe, I will have to add these concrete barriers. I kept actually 4 trailers so I can delimitate perfectly the area where I'm placing these concrete barriers. And then I will get rid of the extra ones. And, to make things even safer than this, I'm gonna add I will add some barriers as well, and some railings there that like it's closed. You can't go here because you might fall from the roof of this building. That's something I was like thinking. Anyways, so on the ground level, I'm gonna just do something super quick. Add a concrete beam and a ploppable asphalt. That's it. I'm not gonna go for details on the beneath platform, let's say, because you will not see that one, and it's too much, right? To do that too, it's way too much. So yeah, not gonna do that as well. And here on top of the roof, I'm gonna add some cars like waiting in line to get on the trailer. Well, let's say some of them are not lucky because the trailer is full, the one from the top, but all other cars will go on the new one, on the empty one. Yeah, it's here I'm just doing that. I was telling you about. I'm gonna do that cinematic with the car driving on the platform. It's really cool to see it. See how easy it goes there. The only, let's say, not nice thing is that it's a back and forth movement, and yeah, the car will have to go back suddenly, right? So I had to make like less than 1 second to have that car go back. So it's like it's being resetted or something. Yeah, but it is something really, really great, to be honest with you. And I'm thinking to do another procedural objects module with the, if you do remember, I made a build for Montmartre Hill where we have a funicular. So I'm gonna do that funicular like that, probably. So the funicular will go from the bottom to the top by using this procedural object feature. Anyways, we will talk about it when the time comes. Over here, I saw that in this parking area we have some red bricks or red area. I could have done it with the ploppable asphalt and just color it into red, like I did for all those builds for Limoges, from Limoges, where. But I was like, okay, let me add something a tiny bit different. So I'm gonna add just these procedural objects textures that I have, and yeah, easy peasy red brick squeezy over here. When I redo these builds, guys, I'm like, oh my god, these builds are so improved compared to what I had before, and you just have, this is the perfect way to see how well or how many new things we have on the workshop that changes the game really drastically, at least once at 6 months, let's say, because that previous build, I did it again almost 2 years ago. And look how well things can be done nowadays. Yeah, sometimes I might not have used the perfect, how should I say this? The perfect tactic, yeah? But well, now with the intersection marking tool, with the node controller, things are way much easier to do for roads. Really, way much easier to do. So I guess it's really cool if you guys will do the same in your save games, in your cities, and get back on some very old builds you've done to improve them and to make them look really well. The reason why I like redoing some of these builds is not because I lack inspiration. No, it is because I'm sharing this save game on my Patreon account with you guys, so you can use it. And I really want you guys to have a really nice experience and to see really, really nice details and builds. Even though your PC have to handle this one, it's not easy, but yeah. So I really want you guys to have a really full and great experience with my save game, but also because I really like doing things really good and well. Even though there will be places in Little France that are not fully detailed, like in between the buildings and some districts there, it's impossible to do so. Probably I would have, let's say, finished this series long time ago due to very, very extremely low FPS. So yeah, that's also something I really want to keep in mind and to be able to avoid. I want to reach at least 100 episodes for Little France. Honestly, I hope and fingers crossed my PC will be able to handle these many episodes and builds. Right now, the final touch is with the train station, the passenger train station, where I really want to have it work because before it was not. I want to bring passengers over here and take passengers from here, because we have so many train stations all over Little France, and actually I think we will have a bit more. I want to bring people here either from outside with the intercity trains, or just to let's say take passengers from this train station to a different one, to Limoges train station, or to another one. We have like in total, so we have this one, we have the Lyon train station, we have Limoges, we have the other one made by City Walk, Austerlitz, but that one is not yet working. I will have to fix it so it works. And then we have a fifth one which is not yet being shown, of course, in over here, guys, not yet live. Is going to be released very soon as an early access to my patrons. It's another one from Lyon, actually. This time it's from Lyon. So we will have quite a lot of functioning train station. And so far, the intercity trains are bringing a lot of new tourists and people into Little France, which means less traffic because they are not going to come by the cars, but by trains. And for now, let's say the bus lines and metro lines are going to do the trick. Many people are taking, once they come into Little France, they are taking the buses or the metros and go wherever they want to go. Cool, right? Yes. Oh, I think I made a mistake. I just realized. No, I'm I'm recording this video way before I already released the episode where I made the bus hub from Lyon together with that very, very small train station. So actually that train station is already being shown, not it will be shown. Okay, my mistake. It was released actually. When you'll see this episode, for sure that one will be already released. Okay, my mistake. Anyways, so what let's talk about this time lapse continuing with this one. I'm adding some visuals, let's call it that, like some doors not properly functioning because yeah, that's for the looks only, but I'm gonna add some invisible pathways and people will go through those doors. That's the reason why I'm adding them there. Plus, of course, it's more realistic. I added those roofs over there and then just, let's say, recolor them a bit, not making them all gray. That's how you can see them also from Google Earth. Different colors. Some of them are rustier than others, and so on. Yeah, not much. And of course, making things a tiny bit safer. Adding a fence around this place, and then I've also added a fence around the parking area over there, so people will not fall or whatever. You already can see people coming by the train, which is really cool. And here I'm adding the last details for this road. I'm adding the taxi stops. So one lane is for taxis and one lane is for just driving, and that's it. but I'm gonna add some new lines with the help of course, intersection marking tool. So the first lane again is just for stops, nothing else. Cars will not drive on that lane. Adding some prop taxis, and I'm gonna add a taxi station as well. Unfortunately it's vanilla, but hey, it is what it is. So I'm gonna add one there because I really want to have taxis all over Little France, and yeah, why not? One more. Oh yeah, I forgot I recorded this intersection. So yeah, just doing this intersection. In real life it's not like these guys, I know, but every single intersection needs a little bit of Skibitth touch. Let's call it this way. So I'm gonna have to give a small touch myself, because otherwise I won't be able to sleep at night. Yeah, I know in France the intersections, most intersections don't have any type of markings, but I wanna sleep at night, as I said. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. That's my happy place, right? That's my happy and my preferred thing to do. Okay, talk too much? No, probably, hopefully. But guys, we are getting close to the end of this episode as well. Cinematics will hit us very soon. Thank you very much for watching this one, guys, as well. Hope to see you in the next one. Probably very soon I will already upload the new episode as early access to my patrons. But yeah, other than that, hope you enjoyed this episode. Leave some comments there. I wanna read some. And see you in the next one. I salute you.